Welcome to Puckett Fieldhouse on the campus of Central Methodist University. This is Charlie Brown along with Quentin Norris will bring you play-by-play and game action today as the Haskell Indian Nation Indians, University Indians, are in town to play the Central Methodist Lady Eagles. We have already seen these two teams have played one another earlier this year, almost a month ago on November the 23rd. The Lady Eagles went out to Lawrence to play Haskell and came away with a very deceiving 77-58 victory. As they went to the fourth quarter of that ball game, did the Lady Eagles, trailing by 1, and outscored Haskell 27-7 in the fourth quarter to pull away. Coach Davis has told me on several occasions that that's never an easy game against Haskell, that it's always a dogfight. So we anticipate that again today as we get ready to go. Some updates for you on the Lady Eagles. They are back at full strength player-wise. In fact, they've added a player, as Allison French will make her debut in uniform today for the first time for the Lady Eagles. She has had a broken hand since early in the season, and this will be the first time she gets to dress out and hopefully get some playing time in. Everybody's back, not necessarily in the best shape after 10 days of COVID protocol and issues, but Coach Davis says everybody's feeling okay. He's fine. He said he never really got all that sick, but everybody's better, and we're just about to this point of getting ready to go. In the last ball game that the Lady Eagles were defeated up at Missouri Valley, Arlesia McElroy scored 43, exactly half of the team's points at 86. So she will probably get Player of the Week, as I think so far Darina Bakarova has been Player of the Week twice. McElroy's been Player of the Week once or twice. So the only week a Lady Eagle did not win Player of the Week is when they had to forfeit 2 ball games and they didn't play any. Otherwise, I think it's been a Lady Eagle winning it each week as we go along. School is out on campus here, so it is a sparse crowd today as the students, for the most part, are gone. Even the men are out of town. They're playing in a tournament up north, and they're going to play today. They got beat last night by Rochester University, and I think they're playing the home team Madonna today.
That is correct. I think should be starting, really.
Yeah, I didn't know if I forgot what it was, whether it was a 3 o'clock game or what, but I knew they played yesterday about 7 o'clock or so, and then playing again today, and then they'll be on their way home. They've moved into the top 10 ranking, and Quentin will tell you all about that, as well as the women's ranking when he talks to you at halftime about what's going on around Central. So we're happy to be here with you. The sun's shining. It's 40-plus degrees out, week before Christmas. We'll be back on the air. We'll have another women's game on New Year's Eve day as William Woods will come to town and play a 1 o'clock game on New Year's Eve day. And then 2 days later on Sunday, January the 2nd, we'll have a doubleheader for you as Benedictine will come into town, and big ball game for both sides, for both the men and the women. The women are behind Benedictine in the standings with the 2 COVID losses plus the loss at Missouri Valley. Benedictine, as of the last time I looked, had not lost in division play yet, so Lady Eagles got some work to do to get caught up. Talked to Coach Davis about that this a little while ago. We talked about the fact that there are 2 automatic berths for the Heart, the regular season champion and the conference champion. So even if they can't pull out their division championship, then they have a chance to do it based on the conference tournament at the end. So all is not lost. Hopefully we have a remainder of the year healthy for the men and the women, as both are having good teams. You saw up on your screen when we got started. Haskell comes in with a record of 7-10. The Eagles come in with a record of 9-3, and 2 of those 3 losses are COVID losses. So we'll see what kind of stamina, what kind of shooting touch the ladies have early in the ball game. When they played at Haskell, they did not shoot the ball very well at all. as they were behind in the whole ball game until the start of the fourth quarter when they put a big spurt on and pulled away. So we'll see if they're a little angry after having to forfeit 2 ball games and drop some in the standings and lose a game at Missouri Valley that they hadn't thought about losing. But when you go with 7 or 8 players and that's all you got and people get in foul trouble, there's not a lot you can do about it. But they've got enough today. I think they have 11 ladies dressed out today. So everybody's back, and they will pick up another player next week on the 31st, next Friday, as Eternity Willock, a junior transfer, will be eligible on the 31st. And she is a 6'5" junior from Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. So that will give the Lady Eagles a little more length. They're already pretty big anyway because they start Leah Johnson at 6'3". Darina Bakarova is a 6'1" guard. Deja Eli starts some of the time. She's not starting in this game tonight, but she is a 6'1" forward. So they can throw a bunch of big people out on the floor, or they can go real small and bring in J.C. Kennedy and go with 5 shooters on the floor if they want. So Mike Davis has a lot of options coaching-wise as to how he wants to play anybody on any given night. He can go big and match up big. He can go small and put 3-pointers out, 3-point shooters out on the floor. So that'll do. We're just a couple of minutes away. PA announcer down working on names. We will go to him when we get a chance, as Gary Linhart will give us the prayer before the game, the national anthem, and then the introduction of the starting players. But we want to thank our corporate partners for their continued support of CMU Athletics. MFA Oil, the Braun Home, Jennings Premium Meats, Community Auto Sales and Service, AirLink, Drury Hotels, Missouri Pacific Lumber, Howard County Electric, and Commercial Trust Company. So we're just about a minute or so away from the horn blowing and us getting ready to get started with the play here. So I've got my live stats pulled up so we can keep track of who all's in the ball game and what kind of turnovers and foul situation everybody's got. Again, it's been a little while since we had a ball game to do. Women's side, we'll get you their starting lineups. I can tell you right now, they will start Darina Bakarova, a 6'1" guard, junior out of Minsk, Belarus. K.D. Addison, a 5'9" senior out of New Orleans, Louisiana. Alicia McElroy, a 5'8" junior or senior out of Dallas, Texas. Nana Massanet, 5'9" freshman guard out of Trenton, New Jersey. And Leah Johnson, a 6'3" freshman forward out of Ewing, New Jersey. Those are the Lady Eagles that will start. We'll get you the Haskell starters here. And they will start a freshman guard, Mypia Irving from Mayetta, Kansas. Jalen Tuhart's a sophomore guard from Spirit Lake, Dakota, North Dakota. Nizoni Thomas, senior forward from Flagstaff, Arizona. Trista Takes Enemy, number 24. She is a junior guard from Zillow, Washington. And Tiana Guillory, a senior forward from Wapato, Wisconsin. She's number 44. So there are your starting lineups. There is the horn, and we will, as soon as Gary Linhart starts talking about having the stand for the prayer, we will turn it over to him and let you listen to him do the prayer, the national anthem, and the starting lineups. Champions of Character being read. So we'll be ready for that, and then they want you to stand, and here we go.
And remove your hats for a prayer to be followed by the playing of our national anthem. Almighty God, witnesses to your glory. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. Let's meet the starters for today's contest. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, Haskell Indians, Nations University. Starting at guard, a freshman, number 1, Makaya Erling. At guard, a sophomore, number 2, Jalen Two Hearts. At forward, a senior, number 21, Nerdy Thomas. At guard, a junior, number 24, Trista takes enemy. And at forward, a senior, number 44, Tiana Gillery. Indians are led by head coach Adam Strong, who's assisted by Yash Schreiber and Rebecca Banner. And now,
I will tell you if it goes out and comes back.
14th ranked Central Methodist Eagles. Starting at guard, a 6'1" junior from Minsk, Belarus, number 0,
Barack.
At guard, a 5'9" senior from New Orleans, Louisiana, number 1, K.E. Madison. At guard, a 5'8" senior from Dallas, Texas, number 22, Alicia McElroy. At guard, a 5'9" freshman from Trenton, New Jersey, number 23, Nana Massena. And at forward, a 6'3" freshman from Ewing, New Jersey, number 34, Leah Johnson. Eagles are led by head coach Mike Davis. He's assisted by Ruby Lord, Lajane Kimbrough.
All right, so there are your starters, national anthem and starters, and we're just about set to go from Puckett Fieldhouse here in Fayette. It'll be Leah Johnson to jump. Distinct height advantage as all of the defenders for Haskell are on the defensive end of the floor, as Leah Johnson at 6'3" has a pretty good height advantage over anybody on the floor. They don't even jump. That was Jalen Two Hearts, who was in the circle but didn't jump. K.D. Addison. McElroy tries to go high inside to Johnson where she's got that big advantage. Back out. 3 on the way and good.
Beautiful.
Alicia McElroy. Tip knocked away by Bakarova, but she steps on the end line on the way headed down the floor. Off to a fast 3-0 start are the Lady Eagles. Two Hearts. Trista takes enemy. Jumper from the free throw line. In and out, no good. McElroy with the rebound as Thomas misses the free throw line jumper. Bakarova, 15-footer from the baseline, good.
Sweet. That was sweet.
Bakarova averages almost 18 a game. McElroy averages 22 and a half. She had 43 in the last game. Thomas stuffed there. Guillory had it, has it taken away. Here comes Rakavova. She steps through. Shot by Massenat, no good. And coming the other directions is Irving. Corner shot, no good. Down to the ground. Goes a Lady Eagle player. That is Katie Addison. She gets up. Player on the other side, that would be Irving, wanted the ball in a hurry because that's who Addison was covering, but she recovers. Pass inside, knocked away. Johnson with it. McElroy surveys the situation. Bakarova's got a 3 lined up. Scoops out, no good. Thomas with a rebound. Right to the hoop. Nobody stops her. Johnson comes over and blocks the shot out of bounds.
Good defense by Leah Johnson on the help side, taking away the shot.
Nice hustle to get back on that. It is takes enemy with a shot and a miss. Shot back up, no good. And Bakarova with a rebound. Pushes. McElroy. She had a 3 from there to start the ball game, and she's hit another one from there. And it's 8-0 Lady Eagles. I think the Lady Eagles are going to play the rest of the year with a chip on their shoulder.
Why not?
Well, they've got 2 games taken away from them. They dropped in the rankings because of COVID. I think they're going to play the rest of the year pretty hard. And Coach Davis says the major issue that he has with these girls is they're so good they get bored. I don't think they're going to get bored, and I don't think he's going to let them get bored the rest of this season.
I agree with you, Charlie. Hey, knowing Coach Davis for 29 years.
Trista takes enemy with the ball. Trap. Back to her. 3 on the way. Scoops in and out, no good. Tipped around. Almost saved, but on the line is Jalen Two-Hearts. So it's over to Central. We've played 2.5 minutes. It's 8-0 Lady Eagles. Addison. Massenet. All the way across. McElroy, she's already hit a pair of 3s. Baseline jumper. Rattles around, no good. And Guillory with the rebound. Tries to hurry it down the floor. Does get it down the floor, but missing the short shot was Mypia Irving. Bakarova, nobody going to stop her. She's going to go straight to the hoop, lay it up and in, and get fouled.
Beautiful job. Nice head fake. Take it to the basket.
Nobody's going to stop you. Just keep going. Bakarova with 4 quick points. J.C. Kennedy checks in. Addison checks out. Bakarova to try and finish up the traditional 3-point play. Does so.
It's up in the air and in the basket.
11 zip. Just under 7 to go here in period number 1. McElroy almost stolen by Massenet. Irving to the hoop, and a blocking foul would be called on Leah Johnson. And we're going to see Deja Eli check in a hurry.
That foul on the Eagles, number 34, Leah Johnson. That foul, her second, entering the contest for the Eagles, number 25, Deja Eli.
She's got 2 fouls. She must have picked up one on the block somewhere. Guillory comes up short, tipped around. Eli with arm span, gets it out. McElroy, nice passing all the way down the floor. McElroy, Bakarova, and the finish with Nana Massenet.
The ball never touched the floor.
13-0. To the hoop, no good. And McElroy out with the ball. That was takes enemy with the miss. Bakarova's got a 3 lined up. Why not? Guillory with the rebound. Trying to push. Lady Eagles are back. Bank shot no good. Kennedy with a rebound. Your point guard on the rebound. She's going to run it right down the floor. McElroy, baseline. Tries to get it back out, but it's taken away by Irving. And down the floor. 13-0. Reach in. Back out. To the hoop. Short again. Second chance. Eli blocks it the second time. Two Hearts with a miss. Another miss. Try number 5, another miss. As they just keep rebounding and putting it back up, and the Lady Eagles can't get a rebound. And there'll be a travel called underneath the basket. About 5 shots at it. Checking into the ball game, making her first appearance of the season for the Lady Eagles is Allison French, a 5'11 freshman out of Clinton, Missouri. Not far from where I am. Saw her play several times in high school. This is her first taste of college basketball right now. She's been out all year with a broken hand she got in practice right after the preseason got started. Massanet, far corner, jumper, 3, good. Mazenot with 5 on the game. Bakarova's got 5. McElroy's got 6. Inside it goes, knocked away by Massanet. French with a recovery. Quickly down the floor. Bakarova looks inside, tries to get it to Eli, but a little bit too tall. Ball's on the floor. Got some new players in the game. We'll get you those in a hurry. This is Yazzie with the basketball. Goodman, baseline jumper, no good. More of the same. Here comes Kennedy on the run, under control. Kicks it out. Bakarova passes on the 3. Back in the corner to McElroy. She's going to take it hoopward. Massanet just about where she just made one from. Misses this one. Eli tries to get to the rebound, but Deja Eli knocks it out of bounds. 4:18 to go. Coaches Davis and Laurie over there giving instructions to the ladies on the floor in the white uniforms. This is Cameron Yazzie. Trying to go down the lane. Stolen away by French. Ahead to Bakarova. She tries to settle. It goes out of bounds. It will stay with Central. Pass was just a little bit behind her. She had to slow up and wait on it. And then defense caught up with her. So it's French, Massanet, Kennedy, Eli, and Bakarova on the floor. Through the hands of Kennedy, as I think it was actually going to go to French, and it goes out of bounds over the head, and got to recover it from the stands. Give us a chance to try and catch up. Joaquin Irving also into the ball game. McElroy back into the ball game. Try to go inside. French with another steal. She's got a couple of those as she looks for somebody. She finds Kennedy. You got 2 point guards on the floor in Kennedy and McElroy. And McElroy's got another 3 lined up. That one scoops out. Eli over the top. Knocks it out of bounds. Long 3, rattles around halfway down and comes out. Eli on the run. Not her strong suit. Gets it to Kennedy. Bakarova, 3 on the way and good. Darina Bakarova, and a timeout called. Quentin, I don't think the Lady Eagles are going to take any prisoners today.
I agree with you there. I'll take that.
19-0. We have played 6 minutes and 44 seconds, and it's 19-zip. I think they're making a statement that everybody's back, everybody's getting healthy, and you better bring your A game because you're not going to do well if you don't.
I would agree with you there, yes.
So, McElroy, Kennedy, Addison, French, Eli on the floor. So, I look out there, and McElroy is the only starter on the floor right now for the Lady Eagles. Haskell has substituted quite a few as well. This is Joaquin Irving. With Shepard all the way over to the corner. 3 from there on the way, comes up short, tipped around. And a travel will be called, as I think that was Cameron Yazzie. Tiana Guillory back in. Marilyn Goodman checks out. Hard to see the numbers. They're not real plain on the Haskell uniforms. All the way across McElroy. I keep wanting to say that. French loses the handle off the pass. McElroy with a steal. Nice anticipation. Took the pass. Going to go right down the lane, lay a floater up, rattles around and good. She's got 8 in the game. Bakarova's got 8 in the game, and it's 21-0. Yazzie. They're jumping that pick. The screen way out. Steal by French. She's got about 3 steals so far in the ball game, trying to find her way down the floor, loses the handle on it, and Yazzie comes out with it. Nope, that is Shepard who comes out with it, but stolen. French has got a 3 lined up. Go in. Didn't go in, but her first shot of the year. This is Kayla Jones, 0-0, just passes over. 3 in the air and good at the 1:44 mark of the period. Makes it 21-3. McElroy all the way underneath to Eli. Kicks it back out. Addison down the lane. Jump step. Scoop shot. Won't go. Jones with a rebound. Underneath the basket all alone is Guillory for her first 2 of the game, and Coach Davis wants to talk about getting back on defense. Bakarova is going to check back in when we get back to action. If I look right now at my stats, I can tell you that the Central's shooting 50% from the floor. Haskell's shooting 10% from the floor. Central's 4 of 9 from the three-point line for 44%. Haskell 1 of 5. And 1 free throw for Bakarova, finishing up a 3-point play, and that's it. So we'll be back here on the 31st for a women's game against William Woods. And then on January the 2nd at 2 o'clock, we'll have a doubleheader with Benedictine. Women first, men next. McElroy, Addison, going to go to the lane again. Eli, left-hand hook, off the hook. Off the board and good. Ball fake to the middle, take it to the strong side. She's a lefty. Lay it up and in. Try to get it inside. Too many bodies there. McElroy steals it. Pass batted away, but right back to her. She pulls up. Free throw line jumper. Bakarova with a rebound. McElroy. Go back to Bakarova, but she throws it to where she was, and Dorina had moved closer to the corner. So the ball goes into the Haskell bench. Game clock, shot clock, basically the same. About a 0.3 difference between them.
Beautiful hustle there by KD.
Addison knocks it loose, behind the back. Bakarova loses the handle on it, and she'll be called with a foul as she took down Tiana Guillory, senior out of Wapato, Washington. 13 and a half to go. Jones, corner. Yazzie with a 3, hits it. And that will end the first period. 23-8 is the score at the end of 1. Community Auto Sales and Service is a one-stop shop for all of your automotive needs, from brakes, tires, and oil changes to front-end alignments, engine repairs, batteries, and state inspections. They have everything and can do anything to keep you on the road safely. Proud supporter of Eagles Athletics. Looking at numbers from the first period. Turnovers Haskell with 12. Central with 7. Rebounds. Haskell leads, but they have 9 offensive rebounds, and they got about 5 of those on one trip down the floor. So all things pretty even steals. Central's got 10. Haskell has 5. So we'll be back. Second period action underway. Bakarova, Kennedy, Addison, Eli, and McElroy on the floor. Jones, Joaquin Irving, Cameron Yazzie, Tiana Guillory, and Dominique Brown, the 5 on the floor. Jones, 3 from straight away, rims out, hits the side of the rim, no good. McElroy with the rebound, and she'll bring it down the floor. Addison, Kennedy, McElroy, another high arcing 3 and hits it again.
Beautiful.
She's got 11 in the game.
Beautiful shot. What else?
Yazzie with it, into the corner. Guillory. Jones with a 3. No good, skips across. Kennedy with a rebound, 26-8. 1 minute into the second period. There's Eli. She's going to turn, spin, go back strong side. Bounce off the rim, no good, and Jones with a rebound. This is Brown. Jumper from the corner, good, but on the line. 2-pointer for Guillory. She's got 4 in the game, 26-10. McElroy surveying. She's got Eli inside, but she can't get her the ball. No path to it. Now she's got it. Jumper from there. Rims out no good. Bakarova had it, but Guillory takes it away from her. Guillory in trouble. Gets it to Kayla Jones, who's going to run it up the floor. Somebody's going to have to stop her. She's going to go to the hoop. Scoop shot, no good. No foul. KD Addison with the rebound. McElroy, another 3 lined up. That one hits the rim, no good. Addison throws it back in off the leg of Guillory, who couldn't control it. Massanet checks back in. Kennedy checks out. So you got 4 3-point shooters plus Deja Eli on the floor right now. McElroy. Bakarova, you don't want to leave her, but she's called for a travel as she moved before she dribbled. Joaquin Irving. Jones. Brown. Double teamed. Back to Jones. Across Guillory with a 3. Halfway down at least, maybe more, and spins out. McElroy with the rebound. Massanet. All the way across to Bakarova. She's got a 3 lined up from there, but it's just a little too long. And Jones with the rebound. Quickly gets it down. It's 3-on-1. That's McElroy. They pass that up to go to a corner jumper. Yazzie to the hoop. Doesn't get it to go. Goes out of bounds off of her, and it will be Central basketball. Leah Johnson back in. Mapia Irving into the ball game, so I think we might have both Irvings in the ball game. Both freshmen. Bakarova, McElroy, top of the key. Bakarova again. She's got Massanet inside to her. Addison outside, all the way back across. McElroy thinks about it. Now she's going to drive it to the hoop. Go up left-handed. Won't get it to go. And Jones with a rebound. And quickly down the floor, that is Mapia Irving putting it up and in. Coach Davis won't be happy that they're leaking somebody out and getting down the floor. And Allison French is getting ready to come back into the ball game. 26-12. Johnson. McElroy underneath the basket. Back out. Kick it around. Addison straight away 3. Comes up short. Bakarova with the rebound, kicks it out. McElroy misses. There's Johnson with a rebound and a putback. Her first points of the ball game. 28-12 with 6:15 to go. Try to make a pass to the corner, but it ends up hitting a player, and Bakarova comes up with it, and a foul will be called. I think that will go against Dominique Brown. Her first team foul. It's the third foul of the ball game, I think. I think Leah Johnson has 2 for the Eagles, and that's it.
Bakarova has 1.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. She had a tackle down on this end.
That's right.
McElroy brings it across half court. Surveys the situation. Finds Massonet. French. Bounce pass to Johnson, but she misses the shot. Tries to get the ball back. Does. French not looking for a shot yet. Teammates trying to get her involved. Johnson across the lane. Lays it up off the glass and good. She's got 4. Johnson averages 11.2 and 10 points or 10 rebounds per ball game. She averages a double-double. Maipia Irving to the hoop, no good. French with a rebound. She's putting some numbers up on the score sheet. McElroy, it's 4 on 3. Steps to the hoop, tries to pass it to Johnson, but it's just a little bit wide, and it goes down the hallway. And we'll see the player from Haskell come back in a little while, because that's going to go all the way to the end.
Heading toward the door.
Yeah, the door where they used to bring the diesel bus in when I was here.
I remember those, yeah.
Oh, man. So this is Kayla Jones with the basketball. 18-point advantage. French on her. Jones, ball fake to the hoop. Up off the glass and in, left-handed. Her first 2 points. And now the Lady Eagles getting a little bit sloppy. Pass too high for Massonet. And goes out of bounds. Adam Strom, the head coach for Haskell, barking out plays for his group. Wakia Irving around the corner, left hand no good. And the foul, and I think it'll go on her. Wakian. First personal foul for her, second team foul. Each side has scored 7 here in the second period. Bakarova has it knocked away, regains. Massonet going to drive, stop. Inside to Bakarova, she's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Shoot a pair. She's 1 for 1 there today. She is a 69.6% free throw shooter. She's got 8. She can get into double figures. McElroy's already in double figures. Rims out, no good. Player at the scorer's table, but don't let her in. Cameron Yazzie. Second one is good. Now she'll get in the game. She replaces Wakian Irving. Yes, he's got 6 points, pair of threes in the first period. Maipia Irving. Underneath it goes, kicks back out. Baseline jumper on the way, no good. That was by Guillory. Ahead it comes to Massonet. She's going to pass it back. French rolls, carries it down. Johnson underneath the basket. Has it stolen. It's a jump ball. As Leah Johnson turned around. And Kayla Jones, possession, dual possession, call a jump ball. Alternating possession goes to the Eagles. Ball coming in. Bakarova in the corner. McElroy quickly inside to Johnson. She doesn't put the ball on the floor, and it's a travel. She wanted to go right, decided not to, and she's called for a travel. Coach Davis having a word with one of the officials about something. So Jones will bring it up. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the second period. Bakarova with a steal as it was a give and go. She gave it. Bakarova got it, takes it down, lays it up and in, and now she's got 11 in the game.
Beautiful job by Bakarova. Read the play, take it to the basket.
Again, go until somebody stops you. If nobody stops you, shoot a layup. And we'll have an offensive foul called. And that'll go on Dominique Brown, sophomore from Tempe, Arizona. Johnson will leave. Eli back in. So Coach Davis is figuring out, trying to see what Allison French is going to add to the arsenal by having her out on the floor quite a bit in her first game. Deja Eli rises up, jumper no good. Hank goes after the ball but can't get it. Again, leaking ahead of the pack. Laying it up and in. Mypia Irving. She's got 4 in the game. 33-16. Bakarova, double team her. Massanet. McElroy. Bakarova, nice hands there to corral that pass that was behind her. McElroy down the lane, puts it up, no good, but there's Eli putting it back up and misses. And again, a long pass down the floor. Tipped away by Massanet to Bakarova. French. Haskell's decided their best issue right now is to cherry pick, leak out a defender or two, hope somebody gets a rebound and fire it long for a layup. That's the third foul on Dominique Brown as McElroy takes a blow to the face. She's trying to get to where she only sees one basket instead of two. KD Addison back in. French out. McElroy, a 79% free throw shooter. Hits the first one. She's got 12. That one is short. And Yazzie with a rebound. Jones back to Yazzie. She got a 3. She got a pair of those in the game. She misses that one. Guillory walks as she got the rebound and tried to go lane toward the lane, and she travels with the ball. Eli ties her shoe. Slow down a little bit. 2.5 to go here in the second period. Eagles had 23 in the first period. They've got 11 so far here. They're kind of bunched up now. Bakarova. Eli in the lane. Back to Bakarova. She's going to ball fake, go to the hoop, kick it back out. Massanet. Left hand underneath. Nice pass to KD Addison. Her first points of the game on a nice pass. 36-16. Eli, Massanet. Almost a travel, but a foul will be called. Either Eli or Massanet.
I think it's Eli.
They call it on Massanet. Her first. Team foul number 1 in the period, as the officials are letting them play.
Well, ding dong, I'm wrong.
It happens. Now they're going to change it. Oh, they put 20 seconds on the clock. That's what it was. Addison almost gets the pass. Bakarova may pick up a foul, and if that's the case, nope. It is on KD Addison. Be her first. Dominique Brown with the first free throw. Good. That's her first point of the ball game. She's got one more to go. Makes them both. And we're going to get full court pressure. Eli, Massonet, they're going to get away. They're going to get a 3-point wide open three out of it, but it's not going to go. Tipped around, knocked out of bounds. It will be Haskell basketball. Kayla Jones to bring it in. Mypia Irving. Freshman from Mayetta, Kansas. And now Bakarova picks up her second foul.
Bakarova, that foul, her second. Third team foul on the Eagles.
Brown with 3 fouls, 2 points, has the ball. Hand it off, Bakarova. Everybody's chasing. McElroy with the steal. And the lay-in. She's got 14 in the game.
Beautiful job there. Passing lanes, easy too.
Double team, triple team. Now you got to find somebody to pass to, and it gets a little harder. Yazzie, Guillory, short with a 3, tipped around. 2 Haskell players had it, and then 2 Haskell players go out of bounds with it. Let's see what the rebounding looks like in this, because 26-23, so it's not as much as I thought it would be. McElroy, Bakarova, they're out on her in a hurry. Massonet. Eli, free throw, or baseline jumper good. She's got 4.
Sweet jumper there by Deja. She's really improved a lot in the last few years.
Yeah, if she can hit that shot, she'll make it a lot harder on people to play her inside. Massonet almost gets the steal. Bakarova almost gets the steal. Jones going to launch a 3. No good. Addison with a rebound. Coach Davis says slow it up. We're no shot clock. 20 on the, or 16 now on the play clock. Going to shoot, take the last shot. It's going to be at least 40-18, hopefully.
Little student body right.
Looking for Massonet in the corner. Underneath to Addison. Back, trying to get it to Eli. Bakarova gets it, banks it in before the buzzer.
Wow.
Right place, right time.
Why not? That was good recognition there. She knew the time was running out, had to take a good shot, and it rolled on in.
So our halftime score is 42-18. Read you a quick ad, and then we're going to go over to Quentin, and he's going to tell us what all's going on. AirLink Rural Broadband is your local wireless and fiber internet provider. Family owned and operated with coverage options in Sheraton, Howard, Saline, and surrounding counties. Interested in wireless or fiber service? Visit us at airlink123.com for information on all your internet needs. Now we're going to go to Quentin's view from the catbird seat. Going to tell us what's going on at Central. Quentin, go right ahead.
Well, thank you very much, Charlie. And right now, of course, we got some Dodger blue skies, 41 degrees on the week before Christmas, and I know everybody's been busy with finals week, so I'm sure everybody did real well there. And right now, of course, it's been kind of quiet. Of course, the women's basketball team, their next game is on New Year's Eve, taking on William Woods, a 1 o'clock start time, 12:45 pregame show. Also, the Central Methodist men, they were in Michigan. They were playing Madonna, the host school, and the last I heard, I just checked on it. I think they were down 34-29 at the end of the first half there. But so hopefully maybe later on we'll get an update from Michigan. And then also kickoff 2022 with a Central Methodist men's and women's basketball teams. They are taking on Benedictine. The women will play at 2 p.m., the men at 4. Of course, the women's team, they're ranked number 14 in the polls, the men number 20. Also, men's and women's soccer finished their season ranked number 3 in the polls. The volleyball ranked number 19 as well. Been a fun season there, and most importantly, for all you people that are listening in on the broadcast, I want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas, Happy 2022.
Thank you, Quentin.
You're welcome.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with some halftime stats for you right after we take this 2+ minute break and get some information, and we'll be back here on the Hart Athletic Conference Network. Back at halftime, 42-18 is the score in favor of Central Methodist over Haskell. Quentin's got an update on the men's basketball game up in wherever they're at.
Around the Detroit area.
Detroit. They're in Michigan.
Okay. They're leading 56-52 now. They were trailing 34-29 at halftime, so about 5:25 to go now.
Okay. So there you have that. We will go ahead and give you some halftime stats. Field goal percentage, Haskell shooting 19.4%, 7 of 36 from the floor. Central 17 of 38 for 44.7%. Free throws, 2 of 2 for Haskell, 3 of 5 for Central, so 60% for Central. 3-point field goals, Haskell 2 of 12 for 16.7%. Central 5 of 15 for 33%. Rebounds in the ball game, total rebounds 26 for Haskell, 25 for Central. Offensive rebounds 10 for Haskell, but they got about 4 of those on one trip down the floor. 6 offensive rebounds for the Lady Eagles. Turnovers 18 for Haskell, 11 for Central. Points in the paint, Central with 18, Haskell with 8. And steals, 14 steals to 5. Central Methodist with 14. 11 assists for Central, 6 assists for Haskell. So those are your halftime stats, and that's the numbers reflect why it is 42-18. It was 23-8 at the end of one, 42-18 here at the half as we get ready for the second half of action. We'll get the stats off the screen for you so that you can see what's going on. Again, we'll be back here on New Year's Eve day on the 31st. William Woods will be in town. Lady Eagles tip off 1 o'clock, 12:45, as Quentin told you. Pre-game, we'll be on the air, 12:45 for that. And then 2 days later, Benedictine comes to town. And that is who is leading the division in the women's. So the Lady Eagles need to shorten that gap a little bit. As the last time I looked, Benedictine did not have a loss. Central has 2 forfeits and 1 real loss. So they're 3 games back in the standings. But it'd be a good chance to get part of that back in that ball game. As Quentin told you, the men were ahead by 2 with about 5 minutes to go in the ball game up in Michigan. I worked for a summer up by Detroit.
Neat area.
Worked on Lake Michigan. It was really nice until September rolled around, and then it started getting pretty cool on the lake. So I worked on Lake Erie for a little while, and then I worked for quite a while on Lake Michigan on a boat. So worked with my brother up there for one summer right after I graduated from college. Made really good money. Didn't stay long.
That's understandable.
Well, yeah, in my case it was. I'm not made for manual labor. I'm sorry. I didn't.
Lake Michigan's beautiful, especially when you get to Lake Superior. That's a nice area.
Yeah, it was very nice. People were very friendly, all talking about my southern accent. And I went into a McDonald's and ordered an orange, and they wanted to know if that was a pop that I wanted or what. And I said a soda, and they gave me a look, and I said a pop. So hammer is a beater, and soda is a pop. So I had to learn the vernacular while I was up there. But we're back here, 5.5 minutes, give or take a little bit to go here before the third period will get started. We'll run down the scoring for you real quick. For Haskell, Cameron Yazzie has 6. Myapia Irving with 4. Tiana Guillory with 4. Kayla Jones with 2 and Dominique Brown with 2. Jalen Two-Hearts, Wakian Irving, Micaiah Shepard, Nizoni Thomas, Trista Takes Enemy, and Marilyn Goodman all played but did not score. For the Eagles, Alicia McElroy, 14 points. Darina Bakarova with 13. Nana Massanet with 5. Deja Eli and Leah Johnson, 4 each. And KD Addison with 2. J.C. Kennedy played, as did Allison French. Did not score. So there are your numbers of what everybody did. Dominique Brown, the only player in foul trouble. She's got 3. On the rebound category, J.C. Kennedy, point guard's got 5 rebounds to lead the Eagles. On the other side, Tiana Guillory's got 7 total rebounds. So Brown with 3 fouls, Guillory with 2. Bakarova and Johnson with 2 for the Eagles, and that's it. So, again, we'll have action next Friday. No, a week from this, no, 2 weeks from yesterday. 31st, how about that, is when we will have action coming up next, as William Woods will be here at Puckett Fieldhouse. Lady Eagles come back onto the court. You won't see them with where the camera is sitting right now unless one of them runs out to half court. Again, almost full strength. Everybody who is eligible is healthy and playing today. They will get another player eligible for that game on the 31st. As we'll get to see Eternity Willick for the first time this year. We saw the starters for Haskell come in and play about 2 or 3 minutes, not score, went to the bench, and some of them didn't come back into the ball game in the first half. So we'll see what they do starter-wise here in the third period. See what Coach Davis has asked his players to do differently in the second half, and I'm going to guess they're going to pay a little more attention to the run-out, going for layups off of missed shots by the Lady Eagles. And Lady Eagles didn't miss a whole lot of shots. They were up 21-0 in the first quarter. Took about 6+ minutes for Haskell to score their first point in the first half. Remember, the Lady Eagles had all kinds of trouble with Haskell out at Haskell, as they had to come from being down 1 in the fourth quarter and ended up with a 19-point win. I suspect we'll get to see a lot of extra bodies here in the second half as we try and get everybody, Coach Davis tries to get everybody back in shape for the grind that's going to come up, coming down the way for the rest of the season, as Lady Eagles really need to play almost flawless basketball the rest of the season to get a shot at the NAIA tournament after the 2 forfeits. Rachel Moore, the SID here, as the assistant athletic director, told me that when the records were turned in, you have to turn in their COVID losses, and they're not supposed to count that much against you. But as Quentin told you, Lady Eagles dropped from 7th to 14th in the poll based on having 3 losses, 2 COVID and 1 regular. So as far as I'm concerned, the Lady Eagles are 9-1-2. 9 wins in games played, 1 loss in a game played, and 2 COVID games. I don't know why the Heart or the NAIA has decided to penalize teams and call forfeits when you can't play. You know, we are coming off of a pandemic and a new variant is out there, but that is the way they decided to do it, and Central won't be the only team that gets caught up in that from the Heart this year. We'll see who comes out as the buzzer's getting ready to go and tell everybody we're at the end of the halftime festivities. with no students here. We didn't have a dance team performance. We didn't have the cheerleaders do anything. So it's still a pretty nice crowd for not having any students here at all. So we see Bakarova and Masonette, Addison, McElroy, and Johnson, the original starters. Guillory. Trista takes enemy. Jalen Two Hearts. Looks like the original starters for both sides. This is Myapia Irving to the hoop, lays it up and in. Inside, Johnson turns around, puts it up and in. That's on Nizami Thomas. She's the fifth starter on the floor right now for Haskell.
Great job there.
Addison with the pick and the score. Anticipated the pass, stepped in front, took it down the floor, laid it up and in. She's got 4, leads up to 26. Pressure. Trista takes the enemy back to the top. This is Guillory. She's got a shot from the outside, takes it to the hoop. And Bakarova steps in a passing lane, and McElroy takes a charge underneath the basket. Tiana Guillory, her third personal foul. Brown's got 3 on the bench. Guillory's got 3 on the floor. Here comes J.C. Kennedy into your picture with a towel to wipe it all up. What was down on the floor. Twist and shout. She and McElroy getting their exercises in. J.C. Kennedy off the bench to get that done. Now after all that, McElroy's got to tie her shoe. She's entitled. She's got 14. She averages 22 and a half. Bakarova. Step around. Got Guillory on her. Masonette. Much more patient than in the past. Bakarova with a 3. Scoops out, no good. Guillory with a rebound. Baseline jumper is good. Nizoni Thomas. Her first points of the ball game. Addison, ball fake to Johnson. Up, no good. Foul called as Leah Johnson was bumped. Addison took it to the hoop, draw the defender to her, dropped it off to Johnson. That is her 4th foul on Guillory. She will leave. Double Z, Kayla Jones checks in. Senior from White Swan, Washington. Johnson with 6 points in the game. Has 7. She's an 83.9% free throw shooter on the season. Second one is good as well. Played a little over a minute and a half, 48-22. Myapia Irving. Shot blocked off the side of the backboard. Johnson blocked the shot of Thomas. Bakarova to the hoop. Laying it up and in is Nana Masonette. Got to hurry back because the ball's coming down the floor. Thomas misses the runner. In the lane, off the glass, no good. 3-on-3 coming the other direction. Bakarova. A little bit too tall as McElroy was underneath the basket, making a cut. Myapia Irving brings it up. Thomas with a three, no good, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Central basketball. McElroy from Dallas, Texas. Step back jumper on the way, no good. Johnson battles inside for the rebound, puts it up and in. She's in double figures with 10 now. 52-22.
Good offensive rebound and a nice two-pointer.
Size advantage inside. Irving. Jones back out. Thomas with a three, no good. Tipped around. McElroy with the rebound. Her fifth rebound of the ball game. Bakarova back to McElroy, going to run underneath. Come back out of it on this side. Bakarova's got a shot at the three, steps inside the line, puts it in. Darina Bakarova, she's got 15. McElroy for 14. Jones, or Leah Johnson with 10. Into the corner. That's Kayla Jones. Going to get it back. Thomas down the lane. Has it taken away from her by Addison. Gets it ahead to Bakarova. She's going to find her way to the hoop. Go up left-handed. No good off the glass. Jones. Three lined up. Talked out of it. And a three by Maipia Irving. She's got 9 in the ball game. She's about to break double figures for Haskell. Each side has one at the scorer's table ready to come in. Bakarova around, down, out to the corner. McElroy from the corner with a three, no good. Addison with a rebound, tries to get to the hoop, has it stripped away from her, and Irving comes out with it. Irving, a freshman, doing a nice job of taking care of the ball. Jones, a senior. Irving from the corner, comes up short altogether. And McElroy comes out with it. Not in a hurry. Now she splits the defense, goes to the hoop, spins it up, but doesn't get it to go. But she's fouled on the play as she goes. Foul on Thomas, her first foul. Marilyn Goodman, number 34, into the ball game. Kennedy and Eli into the game. McElroy in the lane. Foul as she puts it up. She'll go to the free throw line. McElroy 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Jalen Tuharts with her first personal foul, team foul number 4. Next one will put the Eagles in the double bonus. Without a lot of fans here, it's easy to hear what's going on down on the floor as their Lady Eagles are rattling off who they got to guard, so everybody knows who everybody's got. McElroy, good. She's got 15 in the game. She now ties Bakarova with 15. Bakarova on the bench taking a break. Second one no good. Deja Eli, long arms, gets the rebound. Addison with a three. That's left. No good. Kennedy with a rebound. Gets it out to Massanet. She's going to spin and go. Eli, jumper from the free throw line, good. She's got 6 in the game.
That'd be the one area I say I'd like to see her more of, taking those 15-foot jumpers.
Kennedy almost with a steal, and Addison with a little bump for foul number 2 on her. They're going to talk about it and put different time on the shot clock instead of 30, and then we'll take it down to 21, I think they said, and that's what it is.
Wow!
McElroy comes from everywhere and swats the ball out of Goodman's hands.
That's like a block in volleyball.
That had a little oomph on it.
It's kind of like Callie Henson would block a shot for Central Methodist.
Ball comes back in. Was Trista Take's enemy. This is Jones inside Goodman. Turn around in the basket. Good. Her first 2 points of the ball game. Scoreboard says it's the second period, but it's the third. I tried to correct it. It didn't work. McElroy to the hoop. Doesn't get the shot to fall, but she's down on the ground with a foul. Kayla Jones, her first foul.
Looks like one of the substitutes has cleaned the floor.
Multi-purpose here. You get a lot of things. Saw a state championship basketball coach mopping his own floor the other night. First free throw good.
Every time I see somebody who cleans the floor, it just like reminds me of me doing that when I was at Slater High School.
A Wildcat.
That's right.
That's where the nickname comes from, Wildcat?
Yep, from Slater.
Both free throws good. Bakarova in. McElroy checks out with 17. Bakarova checks in with 15. 59-27. Scoreboard's now got the third period on it. So good. Goodman. A little wide, but going to be run down by Trista Take's enemy. To the hoop. Kicks it to the corner. Goodman, step back. Jones wants to go to the hoop, and she's going to be called for a travel. It's turnover number 22 in the ball game for Haskell. J.C. Kennedy brings it across. Bakarova. Tight on her. Kennedy inside to Eli. She looks around. Massanet going to take it to the hoop. Left-handed. Step through. On the way to the hoop. Lay it up and in. Nana Massanet with 9. She's about to get the double figures. Goodman. Jump shot. Rattles around no good. Massanet with a rebound. Bakarova. Kennedy. Back to Bakarova. She takes it to the hoop. Does not get the shot to fall, but she's fouled on the way there. And Darina Bakarova will go to the free throw line.
That's a good head fake there.
Foul on Kayla Jones, her second. Back in, Allison French. First free throw is short. Deja Eli going to swap spots with Nana Massanet. Massanet will take her spot on the free throw line, and Eli goes deep with the player back at the other end. That's Jones. Second free throw good. 62-27 with 3 minutes to go here in the third period. Jumper, nice job there by Trista Take's enemy. Her first 2 points. Eli around the baseline without stepping out of bounds. Kennedy tried to pass, went off the bottom of the backboard. Baseball pass doesn't work as Bakarova steals it. Eli's going to shoot a three. Knows where it's going with the miss. Turns around, puts it right back up and in. Deja Eli.
That was great recognition there by Deja Eli. The old Larry Bird play from 1981.
Shooter almost always knows where they've missed it at and heads to it if they're not blocked out. French with a rebound. Kennedy. Central's number starting to wear out. Haskell And a double dribble called on Eli.
I think Allison's done a great job there. I'd like to see her take a good shot.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get her a shot. She's, I think, 0 for 1 in the ball game. She's only attempted one shot. It didn't fall, even though I begged for it too. There's a three on the way that comes up short. Goodman with a nice hustle play, gets it back, puts the shot up by Irving, no good. Goes Massanet to the basket. It's a held ball. It'll stay with Central. 1:40 to go. Massanet. Back to Kennedy. Outside, Eli just inside the three. Finds again where it's going to go. Heads for it, but just can't get it this time. Jalen Twoheart's got the rebound. Fire three on the way. No good. Goodman had a shot at it, but Eli comes away with it, but loses the handle on it. Eli playing 2-on-1 or 1-on-2 defense. Does a nice job of slowing the ball down. Goodman from the corner, no good. Eli with a rebound. She's going to lead the break. Not the best idea that we've had. And it's stolen right away. Twoheart's to the basket, lays it up and in. Her first 2 points of the ball game. Looks like Addison and Johnson getting ready to check back in if there's time. Ball goes off of Massanet's hands, and she comes up a little gimpy on left ankle. Massanet really kind of looking to the bench, wanting to get subbed out, but nobody saw that in time, so she'll have to just gut it out here for a little bit. Hope that her person she's guarding, which is Trista Takes Enemy, doesn't get to the ball. Johnson blocks a shot, but foul call. That'll be her third personal foul.
Foul is on the Eagles, number 34, Leah Johnson. That foul, her third. Second team foul on the Eagles. Entering the contest for Central Methodist, number 22, Alicia
McElroy back in. Massanat out. She'll go to check on the trainer's table. Have the trainer come take a look at her. To the left knee, she's rubbing. First free throw by Jones is no good. Second one is good. 64-32. Kennedy with 30 seconds to go. 5-second difference between shot clock and game clock. So Lady Eagles are going to run it down a little bit.
Keep the floor spread.
Kennedy keeps backing up. She's out at the half-court line now. Twoheart's on her. Bound to 5. Almost a steal. It's shot clock's going to run out on them. Katie Addison can't get the shot off from half court. 3.9 to go. It will be Haskell with a chance to cut into this lead. It's doubled up right now at 64-32. And referee blows the whistle. Conversation at the scorer's table. Down to .6. That's not right. The 30-second clock violation would have left 4 to 5 seconds on the clock because there was about a 5-second differential. Unless they're going to put 6 seconds on the clock instead of 0.6 of a second on the clock. And they've got 60 on the clock now. 60 seconds. That's not quite it, but we're making progress. Now it's down to 6. Now we're good. Coach Davis asking. Coach Davis asking the officials, telling them that they're not worried about some of the other stuff, but they're worried about 1 second on the clock or not. So we're going to get a monitor review. Happy days. Quentin's reaching for his phone. He's going to tell me in just a second if he can find out anything about the men.
Athletics, MFA Oil, the Braun Home, Jennings Premium Meats, Community Auto Sales and Service, Airlink Rural Broadband, Drury Hotels, Missouri Pacific Lumber,
64-32 with 6 seconds left on the clock.
I think in a situation like this, you want to watch out for the second screener.
Usually it's the person taking the ball out of bounds is the one that comes back in and gets it. They got plenty of time to draw it up as we're having a monitor review for what's going to be tenths of a second. Yes, Quentin?
We got a final score, Central Methodist 69, Madonna 63. A victory there. They're 12-3. A good way to end the semester for our men's basketball team.
Absolutely. They get ready. They'll get a little bit of a break before they face Benedictine on January the 2nd. Got music playing, and the Central Methodist players enjoying the music while the officials huddle around to find out how much time's left on the clock, whether it's 5-point-something or 6-point-something or 4-point-something. Hard to say. We're going to take 3.5 minutes to figure out to put 0.3 of a second or something on the clock. It's a wonderful tool. This is not one of the times. We took 3.5 minutes to take 0.1 of a second off the clock. Now it's 5.9.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Progress is slow. Goodman to bring it in. As they look, Goodman continues to look. Throws it to McElroy. She's going to step across half court. And Katie Addison from the corner, but she's on the end line, and it doesn't count. Didn't go anyway. 64-32 as I look for my pen to write all of that down. Haskell scored 8 in the first period, 10 in the second, 14 there. Central scored 23 in the first, 19 in the second, and 22 in the third. So we'll go to the fourth quarter. Leading scorers in the game are Alicia McElroy, 17 points. Darina Bakarova, 16. Leah Johnson, 10. Nana Massanat, 9. Deja Eli, 8. KD Addison with 4. For Haskell, they are led by Mypia Irving with 9. Cameron Yazzie with 6. Tiana Gilry with 4. Kayla Jones with 3. 2 points apiece for Jalen Twohearts, Dominique Brown, Nizoni Thomas, and Trista Takes Enemies, plus Marilyn Goodman. It will be Haskell basketball. Got a bunch of new players in, and the Central players are yelling, line up. We need to figure out who's in the game. As they make all kinds of wholesale chases. This is Cameron Yazzie. Inbounds to Dominique Brown. She's got 3 fouls. This is Yazzie. She had 2 threes in the first half. Misses that one, tipped around. On the floor, and a foul called. McElroy with the foul. And timeout call by Haskell, 10 seconds into quarter number 4. Looking at the scoreboard, why there's flashing number 15 with 4 fouls when the foul was against, that would be Dominique Brown, and now they put it back to 3, and the fouls go on McElroy, which will be her first, I believe. Yeah, it will be her first. They had it up on the scoreboard wrong. Brown, Yazzie, Lakia Irving, This is Thomas down the lane. Joaquin Irving. Brown. Yazzie. Micaiah Shepard. Yazzie with another three. No good. Johnson gets the rebound. Bakarova takes it. Has her pass deflected and stolen, and she picks up her third foul.
Foul is on the Eagles. Number 0, Dorena Bakarova. That foul, her third. Second team foul on the Eagles.
Want to make sure we say hi to all the parents and family members of the Lady Eagles out there watching on the Eagles Sports Network here on the Hart Conference Network. You know, we got a lot of players from a lot of different places, and sometimes the parents don't get here to the game, and I'll guarantee you there's not a lot of parents here today. Kennedy knocks it out of bounds. She's not too far away from here, so she might have. I say that. She's in Fort Worth, Texas, so never mind. Thomas. Irving. Bakarova with a rebound. McElroy just lulls you to sleep with a slow move and then tries to accelerate. Knocked out of bounds by Yazzie. She's a sophomore out of Gallup, New Mexico. Johnson on the inbounds pass. Spins. McElroy with a three. Left side no good. Tipped around. Bakarova runs it down. McElroy to Kennedy. Back to McElroy. Too many passes in short distance. Yazzie comes out with it. There's a three on the way. No good. Yazzie with a rebound. As Joaquin Irving missed the three. Yazzie with a rebound. Thomas banks it in. She's got 4. Deja Eli gets ready to check in. Bakarova around Brown. That'll be her 4th personal. Oh, that's not Brown. That is number 10, Shepard. That's her first personal foul.
Foul on the Indians, number 10, Micaiah Shepard. That foul, her first team foul.
Deja Eli in. KD Addison out. Comes into McElroy. Takes the right side, step back jumper on the way and good. Our Alicia McElroy, she's got 19. Bakarova's got 16. Johnson's got 10. 3 in double figures. And a blocking foul. Goes against Kennedy. Her first personal foul. Team foul number 3 of this period. Thomas right back to the inbounds person, who's always a dangerous one. Put up and in by Joaquin Irving. She's got 2, her first points of the game. McElroy against Irving. In front of her, down the lane. Left hand off the glass. Hit hard and goes down hard, does McElroy. She hops up. Nickname Fat, P-H-A-T. We got all kinds of people coming out to mop things up. So McElroy to shoot a pair. That'll get her close to her average if she makes them both. She's averaging 22.5. She's got 19. Makes the first. 5 of 7 from the free throw line for her. Makes them both. 68-36 with 7:30 plus to go. Thomas. Waukegan. Irving down the lane. Puts it up and in. She's got 4. 4 quick points for her. McElroy gets bumped. Ball's tipped around, ends up in Eli's hands. Kennedy goes right to the hoop. the C's part. She goes to the hoop and lays it in. Her first 2 points of the game.
Great job by J.C. Kennedy, recognizing it. Got the easy two.
Yazzie to the hoop, no good.
I think J.C. got a block on that one.
8th rebound of the ball game for Eli. Johnson inside to the hoop, puts it up and in. She's got 12.
She's really played well since the second quarter on.
Thomas with a 3, hits it. She's got 7 in the game now. Makarova, they're playing tight on her the whole time. She's been able to get around them for layups. Eli misses the short shot, gets her own rebound, but she's on the end line. Don't know if she'll get credit for a rebound on that or not. Massanat back in. And McElroy out with her 21 points. Triple teamed. Dominic Brown finds an opening and puts a shot up and in. She's got 4 in the game. Massanat going to go to the hoop. Corner Bakarova back to Massanet. She's a lefty. She'll go to the lane and try and get around it. Knocked out of bounds, and it will be Haskell ball. Try to get it to Leah Johnson, but just out of her reach. .29 advantage for the Lady Eagles. Brown just off of a basket, takes Bakarova to the hoop. Partially blocked by her. Ahead it comes to Massanet. She's going to be in double figures now with 11. That's the 4th Eagle player in double figures. Foul on the floor. Makia Shepard went to the hoop. Massanat, her second personal foul. Team foul number 4, so Haskell will be shooting bonus free throws on the next foul. Thomas in the corner. Kennedy on her. Makarova tries for a steal, knocks it, but can't hang on to it. Goes out of bounds, and it looks like Autumn Rivera is going to get her first playing time of the day. Johnson will leave with her 12 points. This is Shepard with the ball. Double team. Kennedy comes out with it. It's 4-on-1. Kennedy to the hoop, lays it up and in. She's got 4 in the ball game.
Great job here. Steal and easy two.
And we have a foul called. And to the free throw line will go Thomas. First foul on Deja Eli, 4:55 to go. 33-point advantage for the Lady Eagles. They had a 15-point advantage after one. First free throw is good for Thomas. She's got 8. Nobody in double figures yet for Haskell. Maipia Irving, leading scorer with 9. And now Thomas has got 9. Rivera, Massanet turns, got an advantage. Kennedy underneath, throws it back out to Massanet. Got Bakarova in the corner, but Massanet takes the jumper, can't get it. Rebound up and in by Nana Massanet. She's got 13. Cameron Yazzie with the ball. Kennedy on her, tries to get a charge, doesn't get it, nor does she get the blocking foul. And Yazzie makes the jumper in the lane. Yazzie's got 8. Massanet to the hoop, step, too hard. Eli with a rebound, misses, gets the rebound back, misses. Bakarova rebounds, doesn't miss.
4th time is a charm.
Deja Eli, double figures in rebounds. Gets another one right there, standing flat-footed on the floor. Gives it up to Massanet. Eli's got 8 points. Basket to get her a double-double in the ball game. She comes to pick for Bakarova. Down the lane, loses the handle on it. Massanet steps back, short three-pointer. By short, I mean it was short on the shot. There's no three-pointer that's short. 3 on the way, no good. Rivera had it for a second. Yazzie gets it back and put up and in by Maipia Irving. She's got 10 now, I think, in the ball game. Nope, she's only got 6. My fault. Rivera with a pick. Massanet goes around both ways, behind the back. Loses the ball on the floor. And it's picked up by Joaquin Irving. That's who made the basket. Not Maipia, but Joaquin. 3 on the way, short. Doesn't draw anything. Nice hustle by Thomas. She gets it out of bounds and throws it off of Autumn Rivera. Vanessa Hughes into the ball game. Allison French back in. Bakarova and Massanet check out. As no starters on the floor for the Lady Eagles at this point. Rivera on Brown. Brown loses the handle on it, gets it back in. Joaquin Irving. Dominique Brown. Going to see a quick shot as the shot clock is running down. And a foul called before the clock goes off. And it's a shooting foul. Deja Eli with her second personal foul. First free throw good for Dominique Brown. She's got 5 in the game now. 2:26 to go, short. Eli with another rebound. Look and see. That's her 14th rebound of the ball game. Kennedy. Around a pick by Eli, down the lane, spin move underneath, puts the ball, tries to put it up, knocked out of her hands, out of bounds. 2:09, 80-50. Rivera into the lane, loses her footing, and she's called for a travel. Autumn Rivera from Covina, California.
From Vin Scully's neighborhood.
5'11" sophomore. Joaquin Irving. Thomas thought about a 3, finds her way to the hoop. Shot blocked by Rivera, but a foul will be called. Thomas 2 of 2 from the free throw line. All right, Jinkster, 2 of 3.
The old broadcasters things.
Always my fault, isn't it, when I bring it up. Second one rattles around, no good, and Eli's got another rebound. She needs a basket for a double-double. Allison French down the floor, can't get it to go. Eli lost the handle on it. 2-on-1. Yazzie, step around, fake pass. Lays it up and in. Bench for her side goes crazy. Kennedy. Joaquin Irving on her. It's called a double dribble. Coach Davis has knocked out of her hands. How's that a double dribble? But he's not going to get any sympathy from the official on that side. 1:23 to go. Almost a steal by French. And there is a steal by Eli to Hughes. Nice pickup by her, but can't convert. Pass was down around her ankles, and she went down and got it, but then couldn't straighten up and score. Thomas against Rivera. Scoop, no good. Joaquin Urban off of the leg of Vanessa Hughes. We're at 1 minute exactly to go. Lady Eagles average 83 a game, and they're at 80 right now. Pass comes in. Thomas is going to run it down out by half court. Yazzie. And there'll be a foul, blocking foul called on Kennedy. She can't believe it. Second personal foul for her. She's got 10 points in the game, the only player in double figures. Her first free throws of the day. First one scoops out, no good. Be back here on the 31st, 1 o'clock. William Woods will be here to take on the Lady Eagles. And then Hart action on January the 2nd. Benedictine here for doubleheader. And there's a foul. That's only the third personal foul of the period against Haskell. Foul goes on Yazzie, her first. 44 to go, 22 on the shot clock. Kennedy loses the handle on it, pushing it ahead to Dominique Brown. And she's fouled by Deja Eli. And she's down underneath the basket, holding on to her knee. We'll have a timeout. Get her off camera. Thank you. So Dominique Brown down on the floor. We'll run through our sponsor stuff again one more time with 34.6 to go. I want to thank our corporate partners for their continued support of CMU Athletics, MFA Oil, the Braun Home, Jennings Premium Meats, Community Auto Sales and Service, AirLink, Drury Hotels, Missouri Pacific Lumber, Howard County Electric, and Commercial Trust Company. So as they continue to work on Dominique Brown, sophomore guard out of Tempe, Arizona. 31st, 1 o'clock game, William Woods, and I'm going to show my age, I think. Is William Woods the Owls?
That is correct, from Fulton, Missouri.
I knew they were from Fulton. I just didn't know whether they were still the Owls. So many teams are changing mascot names and stuff. I don't see where Owls is offensive, but, you know, Evangels changed from Crusaders to Valor. Why, I don't know, and all they really did was take the knight off the horse, and now the horse is the symbol. They're on their logo. Okay. And I have a daughter that went to school there, and okay. Doesn't make much sense to me, but what do I know? I struggle enough with Central Methodist University as opposed to Central Methodist College. Those of you that aren't old enough to know, it was a college when I was here. It's a university now.
It was college when I was here from 1993 to 97. And I think they changed it to university around, I think, after 2002.
I have a daughter that went to college in Warrensburg. And the first year she was there was the last year that it was called Central Missouri State University. And the seniors then had the option of having their diplomas on Central Missouri State University letterhead or on University of Central Missouri, and most of them took the CMSU route.
I think back in the 70s, I think they used to be called Central Missouri State College.
They've been Central Missouri State. Originally, they were Normal School number 2 or something in Missouri. I tell that story, and the students at Central Missouri State now, or University of Central Missouri, look at me and say, normal what? And I said, I have no idea. They were just Normal School number 2.
I remember Uncle Jim, I think 54, when he went to Warrensburg, it was Central College.
First free throw is good, and that is by Tiana Guillory, who comes in to take the place of Dominique Brown, who's over being tended to by a trainer from Central. Second free throw, no good. Rivera with the rebound, and we're down to the last 30 seconds of this ball game. 80-54. Central's going to have to shoot before it's over, as there is about a 4-second differential. Hughes. I'm going to be surprised if somehow, I'm going to say French doesn't get the ball and a chance to shoot, try and score in the game. Eli going to take it to the hoop, pull up, jumper. She needed a basket for a double-double, doesn't get it. Guillory with a rebound. Yazzie to the hoop, lays it up and in, and that's your ball game. 80-56. We will give you a quick rundown of scoring as soon as everything updates. For the Eagles, they were led by Arlisha McElroy, 21. Dorina Bakarova, 18. Nana Massanet, 13. Leah Johnson with 12. Deja Eli, 8. K.D. Addison with 4. And J.C. Kennedy with 4. Cameron Yazzie leads Haskell with 13 points. Maya Pia Irving with 9. Nizoni Thomas with 9. Joaquin Irving with 6. Dominique Brown, 5. Tiana Guillory, 5. Kayla Jones, 3. Jalen Twohearts, 2. Trista Takes Enemy, 2. And Marilyn Goodman with 2. All the Lady Eagle players go down and shake hands and wish well to Dominique Brown, who went out of the game at the end injured. That's your scoring in the ball game. It was 23-8 after 1, 42-18 at the half, 64-32 at the end of 3, and 80-56 is your final score. Lady Eagles go to 10-3 on the season. Haskell falls to 7-11 on the year. We'll be back here on the 31st when William Woods will come to town. That's a 1 o'clock tip. And then on January the 2nd, Benedictine's here for a doubleheader. For Quentin Norris is Charlie Brown. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again on the 31st here on